Speaking of math, a CBC investigation reveals startling numbers that question rail safety in this country. Official reports say that every year, on average, there are 35 runaway trains. But the real figure is much higher, nearly triple. And many of those trains are in cities or near homes. Cameron McIntosh explains why that number hasn't been public until now.
Lac-Mégantic, a tragic example of what can happen with a runaway train. 2 years ago, here on Edmonton's CN main line, 33 cars rolled out of control, half carrying flammable fuel residues, stopping near a residential neighborhood. There were no injuries, no investigation. Local officials were never notified.
Your plans are only as good as the information that you have at hand, and it needs to be current, not a year after the fact or 2 years after the fact.
Just one of hundreds of cases CBC News has uncovered in a Transportation Safety Board database. Since 2000, there have been 459 incidents and accidents connected to runaways. Until now, the Transportation Safety Board only reported 158. That's because runaways, like the one in Lac-Mégantic, are recorded differently if they result in a derailment or collision. CBC News found dozens of examples involving hazardous goods, even a few passenger trains.
The Transportation Safety Board and the railways have to get together and decide if the definition of this runaway train issue, the moving runaway train, is correct. And in fact, report them as either a dangerous movement or a not dangerous movement.
CN and CP insist most of those runaways are not dangerous, mostly low speed and confined to rail yards.
Where are the regulations and the penalties that stop these runaway trains?
Today, the government defended new safety directives in the wake of Lac-Mégantic, which includes setting all brakes.
If they haven't been followed, we will not hesitate to take whatever course of action is available to us.
In 12 years, only 9 incidents have been severe enough to warrant a TSB investigation. The TSB also says it's considering clearer reporting, which many local officials have said could help with planning to deal with emergencies.
And what I can tell you is that there is room for improvement as far as that sharing of information.
The railways declined to be interviewed, but insist they take safety seriously and are investing in systems to prevent runaways. But Peter, with an average 35 runaways in Canada a year, a tragedy like Lac-Mégantic just emphasizes how dangerous one can be.
Cameron McIntosh. Thanks, Cameron. Well, one more note on this story. We've compiled a map of all 459 incidents. You can search by city or postal code to find out if any were close to your home. You'll find our interactive feature at cbcnews.ca.